I would never take my own life. I would never take my own life. Okay? You hear that, Israel? I would never take my own life. Heard you got deported, dude.
Podcaster Theo Von called out the Department of Homeland Security for using footage of him in a video touting deportations.
All right, guys, we got to talk about something that's gotten completely out of control. Somewhere along the way, it has become a blame game. And criticizing Israel, criticizing their government, has turned into blaming Israel for everything. From Charlie Kirk's death to the price of eggs, the price of gas, probably the price of tires, that 15% tip that they automatically put at the checkout counter. And now Theo Von, this comedian, is out here making Mossad sound like they've got a hit squad parked outside of his comedy club. Guys in little hats and masks on. Folks, come on. Listen to this clip. You've got to, something's got to be done about this.
At the end of each show, and we're like taking pictures of people that are sitting there. And that's when some girl, there was a clip of me, which I think this is what really this is what made things ridiculous.
You've got to see this, make your own judgment.
Long month, I'm trying not to take my own life. I don't know what to tell you about that, man. I'm having a long month. I'm trying not to take my own life.
Did you hear that? I'm having a long month. I'm trying not to take my own life. I mean, come on, guys. Everything can't be blamed on one little country, or can it? If Israel was responsible for all of these things, would Israel allow Candace Owens to stay on YouTube? Would they allow Tucker Carlson to stay on YouTube? I'm just at the point where bad things happen. Certain things happen.
But it is something that I'll say stuff sometimes. I say stuff, right? You know that. If you've listened to this show before or seen anything, you know I say stuff.
Joking about suicide's not really that cool. Being a veteran, having friends that have actually done that, not a real good thing. And I don't understand why you would even go near this.
I would never take my own life. I would never take my own life. Okay? You hear that, Israel?
Why did he have to add that part? Why would you need to say that part? Listen to that again.
He's saying something like, oh, just try not to take my own life, which I understand it's not a joke to some people, right? It's not a joke to me, but it is something that
till he went to Qatar. And this is a real photo. This is not a doctored image of Theo Von in the special underwear. So he does have some new friends. And I'm wondering how much he was paid to become their new friends. Because if you're going to throw some rumors and some accusations around there, Theo, let's address this one. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You can criticize Israel's policies. You can question foreign aid. I don't want another dollar going there either. You can debate their influence in American politics. Totally fair game. But the moment you start turning every single tragedy or shady event into Israel did it, you're not being brave. You're being lazy. You've turned complex geopolitical realities into a cheap meme. And let's be real. When Theo Von looks into the camera and says, I would never take my own life. You hear that, Israel? It's like, dude, are you a late night comedian or are you trying to audition for an episode of Homeland? This kind of rhetoric might get clicks, but it also makes real criticism of Israel look like tinfoil hat rambling. It gives the establishment all the ammo they need to dismiss legitimate concerns as conspiracy nonsense. And worse, it paints a giant target on yourself. Because here's the cold truth. Cancel culture doesn't care about nuance. The second you sound unhinged, they don't debate you. They deplatform you. And Theo's already walking a tightrope between edgy commentary and Alex Jones territory. And if he keeps cranking up this Mossad paranoia, YouTube, more importantly his sponsors, won't think twice about pulling the plug. Go look at Candace Owens' channel and watch it in incognito mode so you see the advertisers. Okay? Check that out. Why don't you? Now, here is another clip of Theo Von. He had made a video, and DHS used his clip for a recruiting go back to Mexico video. Watch this.
Heard you got deported, dude.
Podcaster Theo Von called out the Department of Homeland Security for using footage of him in a video touting deportations. Von posted on social media that he didn't approve of DHS posting the video seemingly without his permission. The right-wing podcaster scolded the department, saying his views on immigration are more nuanced than the video. The video has since been taken down from DHS's official X account, and it is unclear what led to its removal. CNN has reached out to DHS and X for comment. Vaughn has been a supporter and ally of President Trump.
He's one of the most famous people on earth, and I'm grateful for this chance to learn more about the man behind the headlines.
Trump appeared on Vaughn's popular podcast this past weekend during the 2024 presidential race. In recent months, the podcaster has expressed growing dissatisfaction with Trump's second stint in the White House.
I felt like it was supposed to be America first. You just really start to feel very disillusioned pretty quickly. And
really? Right. Yeah. Because you could live in another country and criticize the president. You could do that.
My father immigrated here from Nicaragua, right? Like one of my prized possessions is I have his immigration papers when he came here. And I have them in a frame, and him and his siblings when they came here. And so I have tons of thoughts about it, but this was just up, right? It was up. And it was everywhere. It was like on all platforms and stuff. So that had me really kind of paranoid. You know, that had me start to get kind of paranoid and, like closing, like, I had the curtains in my house kind of closed. I was just like, you're paranoid. I woke up the next morning. Sorry, I need some water. I woke up the next morning to a text from a high government official saying, hey, if you need some extra security in your neighborhood or some extra police cars on patrol, let me know. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Extra security? I don't have any, I don't even know the code to my Ring camera. I don't even know how to log in. So it's like, and what, you're just going to put police cars in my neighborhood? What are my neighbors going to think? Now they're fearful. It just I don't know, man. That really kind of shook me. It really kind of shook me. But you keep marching on, and you start getting security. And then now you have security, right? And the thing is, you just don't know. You just don't know. Right? There was a moment on it was White House, because the White House also put this